Welcome and hope you're doing well. We're going to talk about the 5 multicultural things we learned about Lucy Liu and review those highs and lows, and hopefully it will inspire or even motivate you. As we judge a person by their character, not by their race, colour or religion. And if you can, join our multicultural family. My name is Syed. I am the founder of the Emma Show. Our multicultural is also defined by the Cambridge English Dictionary. Lucy Liu didn't have an easy life, as these articles have shown. However, we have celebrated her success, taking on board the racism in the US against Asians. It isn't easy for a woman and a minority to make it in Hollywood. However, it's a bit easier now after those protests due to George Floyd's sad death. Maybe racism was the original cancel culture that has caught on amongst some minority groups. Let's hear from Lucy Liu, who took time out during a heavy filming schedule to receive our award, who supports our multicultural aims, as this is the only way we can stop all those types of conflict in the future.
I feel really honored to have received this award, and it's amazing that it looks like it's a nun with a soccer ball, which is fantastic, which is what I feel like mainly in my life when I'm on Ally McBeal. But seriously, I'm sorry that I can't be with you, and I wanted to thank David Kelly for writing such an incredible role and having such belief in me. So thank you so much for this, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon in person. Ooh, I'm sorry.
Number 1, self-esteem. Lucy Liu was born on the 2nd of December 1968 in Jackson Heights, New York, as an Asian American, more correctly known from Chinese descent, who is no less American than any immigrant from Europe. It's a shame that racism towards Chinese Americans is still occurring due to deep-rooted prejudice. Her parents were originally from Beijing and Shanghai and immigrated to Taiwan as adults before they met in New York. They worked many jobs to support the family, raising Lucy alongside her 3 elder siblings. Lucy grew up in Queens, New York, in a diverse neighbourhood with an Asian population of 22%. Lucy spoke Mandarin at home and began studying English when she was 5 years old, whilst also practicing martial arts as a hobby. In 1986, she enrolled at New York University, but found herself unhappy with the atmosphere due to stereotyping, and so she transferred to the University of Michigan after her freshman year. Lucy graduated with a degree in Asian languages and culture, managing to squeeze in some additional training in dance, voice, fine art, and acting. Number 2, belief. At the age of 19, while travelling on the subway, she was discovered by an agent who signed her up for a commercial. This was only the beginning of her interest in performing professionally. However, then during her senior year, Lucy auditioned for a supporting part in the production of Alice in Wonderland, run by her college, and managed to walk away with the lead role. Encouraged by the experience, she decided to take the plunge into professional acting and started auditioning for theatre. Interestingly, in 1990, while queuing up to audition for the musical Miss Saigon, she told the New York Times, "There aren't many Asian roles, and it's very difficult to get your foot in the door." But her talent paid off. And in May 1992, Lucy made her New York stage debut in Fairy Bones. In 1991, at the age of 23 years old, Lucy went under surgery after a breast cancer scare. However, the lump was removed 2 days after the doctor examination. It was found to be benign. Breast cancer is the most common cancer in American women, except for skin cancer. Currently, the average risk of a woman in the United States developing breast cancer sometimes in her life is about 13%, or a 1 in 8 chance. Luckily, Lucy was able to overcome this scare in her life and use her experience to help others who may face a similar or worse situation. In 2001, she was a spokeswoman for the Lee National Denim Day fundraiser, which raised money for breast cancer research and education. Number 3, self-discipline. Her earliest TV job was a small role in the teen drama Beverly Hills 90210 during the 1991-1992 season. Over the next several years, she made appearances in popular television shows such as Coach, The X-Files and ER. In 1996, she made her mainstream movie debut as one of the many former girlfriends of Tom Cruise, in the title character as Jerry Maguire. However, her big break came in 1997 when 29 years old Lucy auditioned for Ally McBeal. She initially auditioned for the role of Nellie Porter, which went to Portia de Rossi. But the writer-producer was so impressed that he promised to write a part for her in another up-and-coming episode. Lucy's part in the series was originally temporary, but it obtained such favourable reaction that she secured herself as a permanent cast member. In addition, she earned a Primetime Emmy Award nomination for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a comedy series and a Screenwriters Guild Award nomination for Outstanding Performance by a female actor in a comedy series. This career boost brought her even larger roles in 2000. First as a kidnapped princess Pei Pei in Jackie Chan's western Shanghai Noon. Then in the comedy crime-fighting trio in Charlie's Angels, for which she praises her character of Alex Monday for normalizing Asian identity to a mainstream audience. Something Emma was behind through our awards show by celebrating multicultural contributions in the media industry. A film which co-starred Cameron Diaz, Drew Barrymore and Bill Murray as Charlie was a box office smash, taking in more than $260 million globally, which led to a sequel being released in the summer of 2003. Later that year, Lucy starred as an assassin and Tokyo gang leader in Quentin Tarantino's Kill Bill Volume 1, and later made an appearance in Volume 2 of the film that following year, both becoming iconic roles for Lucy in her career. Number 4. Resilience. Lucy is not only an actress but also an accomplished artist. She attended the New York Studio School for Drawing, Painting and Sculpture from 2004 to 2006. In September 2006, she held an art show and donated her share of the profits to UNICEF. From the mid-2000s, she starred in a wide variety of films, such as the musical Chicago, thriller Domino, opposite Keira Knightley, and Lucky Number 7, whilst also taking on voice acting for the animated character Viper in Kung Fu Panda. In 2008, at 40 years old, Lucy produced and narrated the short film The Road to Traffic, about Cambodian author and human rights activist Somalie Man. During the 2010s, Lucy continued her career as an actor and artist, whilst also working as a director for television, achieving wide recognition. In 2012, she was cast as Joan Watson for the American modernized Sherlock Holmes adaptation Elementary. Her role, which was traditionally played by a man, gained her praise for her portrayal. She earned 3 consecutive nominations for the People's Choice Awards and even directed 6 episodes of the show. She would also go on to direct episodes for Marvel's Netflix series Luke Cage and Law & Order, showing her determination to challenge herself with new, ambitious projects. Number 5. Passion. This wasn't the first time Lucy participated in causes close to her heart. 2004, at 36 years old, she became a member of the Chinese American Committee of 100, founded in 1990. This is a leadership organization of Chinese Americans in business, government, academia, and the arts who aim to encourage constructive relationship between the people of the United States and Greater China. With tensions rising, this is a worthwhile initiative. That same year, Lucy was appointed as the ambassador for the US Fund for UNICEF, visiting Pakistan and Lesotho for the occasion. She has also teamed up with Heinz to combat the widespread threat of iron deficiency and malnutrition amongst children in the developing world. In 2011, Lucy became a spokeswoman for the Human Rights Campaign supporting marriage equality for the same-sex marriage. After her impressive efforts as an activist in different sectors, she has received various recognitions such as the Harvard Foundation Arts Medal. In summary, Lucy developed a love for acting at an early age. As an Asian American actress, it was initially challenging to find roles, but she was able to break Hollywood stereotypes and establish herself in her early career, displaying her talent. She was part of the smash hit film Charlie's Angels, for which she praises her character of Alex Monday for normalizing the Asian identity to a mainstream audience. This is what Emma has championed since 1997. to normalize our differences that seems to be exploited by many races. Why don't you leave us a comment and share your own thoughts about Lucy Liu, who broke those stereotype images of being a Chinese character? Is the situation in America easier now for American Asians, or is it still hard to break through? Besides the growth within Chinese cinema, we'd really appreciate a like or even a subscribe, and if possible, please donate on Patreon, however little the amount, to support this channel's ongoing mission to undertake multicultural campaigns. And remember, it's what's inside that counts, a motto we have used at the Emmers. As Lucy Liu has proven, we need to tackle racism through the media by being seen as part of mainstream culture. So until next time, thank you for watching and keep it multicultural.